Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into some timeless wisdom from our ancestors, wisdom that feels more relevant now than ever before. We're talking about three powerful principles that the ancients believed were keys to a truly fulfilling life. No anger, no worries, and no arguments. Think about it, in a world that often feels chaotic and demanding, imagine finding a path to inner peace and clarity. That's exactly what these ancient teachings offer. It's not about being emotionless robots. Far from it. It's about consciously choosing how we react to life's challenges, how we manage our internal landscape, and how we interact with others. Let's start with no anger. Now, I know what you're thinking, but sometimes anger is a natural response. And you're absolutely right. It's a human emotion. But the ancients weren't telling us to suppress anger. They were teaching us to understand it, to process it, and to prevent it from controlling us. They saw anger as a destructive force, a fire that consumes not only the person it's directed at, but also the one holding it. Think of it like a hot coal. You can choose to hold onto it and burn yourself, or you can wisely let it go. Many ancient philosophies, from Stoicism to Buddhism, emphasize the impermanence of things and the power of our own perceptions. They taught that often, anger stems from unmet expectations or a feeling of injustice. By shifting our perspective, by practicing acceptance, and by focusing on what we can control, which is our own response, we can dismantle anger before it takes root. It's about cultivating patience, empathy, and understanding, even when faced with frustrating situations. So, next time you feel that heat rising, take a breath, step back, and ask yourself, is this anger serving me, or is it just burning me out? Learning to observe your anger without judgment and choosing not to feed it is a profound act of self-care. It's like being the calm eye of the storm, rather than getting swept away by its fury. Next up, no worries. This one resonates deeply with many of us in our modern, fast-paced lives. We're constantly bombarded with news, responsibilities, and future anxieties. The ancients recognized this tendency in human nature. They understood that worrying is often a preoccupation with things outside our immediate control or things that haven't even happened yet. It's like paying interest on a debt you might not even owe. Their wisdom encourages us to live in the present moment. Think about Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, who famously said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This isn't about ignoring problems. It's about focusing our energy on actionable steps, rather than getting trapped in a cycle of unproductive rumination. When we worry, we often project negative outcomes onto the future, creating stress and fear that drain our energy today. The ancients taught us to distinguish between what is within our power to change and what is not. For the latter, acceptance and letting go become our greatest allies. For the former, proactive effort is key. It's about trusting the process, doing your best, and then releasing the outcome. Cultivating gratitude for what you have now, practicing mindfulness to anchor yourself in the present, and building resilience to face whatever comes. These are all ancient tools against worrying. So, instead of being consumed by what if, let's embrace what is and take mindful steps forward. And finally, no arguments. This isn't about avoiding healthy debate or stifling expression. Instead, it's about discerning when an argument becomes unproductive, destructive, and ultimately, a waste of precious energy. The ancients understood the power of words and the importance of harmonious relationships. They saw endless arguments, a drain on personal well-being and community cohesion. Think about the Socratic method, not as a tool for winning arguments, but for seeking truth through respectful dialogue. Many ancient cultures emphasized listening, understanding, and seeking common ground over dominating a conversation. They taught that sometimes, silence is more eloquent than 1,000 words, and that true wisdom lies in knowing when to disengage from a fruitless dispute. It's about respecting differing opinions without needing to convert everyone to your way of thinking. It's about choosing peace over being right all the time, especially when being right only leads to resentment and division. When you find yourself in a situation where an argument is escalating and clearly going nowhere constructive, remember the ancient wisdom: step back. Choose understanding over contention, or simply choose to preserve your peace. Sometimes, agreement to disagree is the most profound form of respect. It means valuing the relationship, or your own inner calm, more than the need to prove a point. So, how do we integrate these profound ancient lessons into our busy, modern lives? It starts with awareness. Start noticing when anger flares, when worrying takes hold, or when you're about to engage in a pointless argument. Then, pause, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, what would the wisest version of myself do in this moment? Practice mindfulness. Spend a few minutes each day simply observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. This practice can help you create a little space between a trigger and your reaction, giving you the power to choose your response. Cultivate empathy. Try to understand where others are coming from, even when you disagree with them. This can disarm potential arguments and foster more peaceful interactions. Embrace acceptance. Understand that life is full of challenges and things we can't control. By accepting what is, we free ourselves from the burden of constantly fighting against reality. Focus on what you can control: your attitude, your effort, and your reactions. And remember, progress, not perfection, is the goal. We're all human and will stumble. The key is to keep learning, keep practicing, and keep striving towards a more peaceful and wise existence. These ancient teachings aren't just historical curiosities. They are practical tools for navigating the complexities of modern life. By striving for less anger, less worrying, and fewer fruitless arguments, we can cultivate greater inner peace, stronger relationships, and a more fulfilling life. It's about reclaiming our emotional freedom and living with intention. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this dive into ancient wisdom helpful, please hit that like button, share it with a friend who might need to hear this, and don't forget to subscribe for more content on living a more intentional and joyful life. We love having you as part of our community. Until next time, stay wise, stay peaceful, and keep shining bright.